12:18 a.m. Purple vacancy in the puddles. Jukebox glowed through the diner glass. My whole mind already floating.
Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move slow.
Parking lot shining like candy paint rain. Chrome on the bumper, smoke in the lane. Coffee steam ghosting from the takeout cup. Purple sign dripping, never letting up. I'm in that dream where the minutes been, where the back seat dark feels soft as sin, where the booth light from inside spill out, and a whole lot of hush when the subs roll out. I see white walls cut through the wet black gloss. I see a shape where the tail lights cross. I feel that craving in the syrup loop, in the glass, in the ash, in the roof of the coupe. Every little thing got a late night halo. Straw wrapper gold in the dashboard shadow. The diner clock don't mean a thing out here. Time gets slow when the haze get near.
Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move slow.
Dream keeps circling the same sweet frame. Purple on chrome like a whispered name. Motor hum under the neon rain. Warm my chest like a velvet chain. I catch reflections in the side door trim. My whole cool gone, but the lights stay dim. French fries cooling on a paper tray. Moon in the windshield trying to fade away. Still I drift in that after hour spell. Half motel, heaven, half asphalt hell. But the smoke make mercy, the smoke make room. The smoke lays silk through the whole cocoon. I hear the tires in my memory glide. I hear the low and hold my pulse inside. And every breath got that same warm make. Like the night itself don't wanna let me wait.
Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move
turns through like night got caught and broken too.
Memory hit all at once. The roll-up door half raised to the night. The silver gleam running down the fender. The red tool chest catching a weak lamp. The floor shining black with oil and rinsed water. And your outline breaking into pieces in the chrome like the whole shop had learned how to keep a secret. The morning found me carrying that room inside my chest. That after hours auto shop with its quiet machinery, its polished quarter panels, its hanging cords and shadow lifts, its low lamps to your lamps turning every surface tender and expensive, as if steel itself had spent the night learning the language of longing and had not yet forgotten it by dawn. I remember the bay air warm with smoke and engine heat, the workbench dim under scattered sockets, the hood left open like an unfinished confession, the reflections doubling your shape until I could not tell where the chrome ended and the warning began. And every small sound, cool and metal, a soft heel on concrete, the hush under the bass, felt slowed down and lacquered over with that dreamy sadness that arrives only after the best part has already happened. There was a melancholy to the glamour of it, a sweetness in the emptiness, a rich low ache in watching the shop become softer than it had any right to be. With the dark outside just beyond the open bay and the glow inside making everything look hell for one more minute than the world could really spare. Time went blurry in the chrome that night, slow on your hands, slow on the light. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. Time went blurry in the chrome that night, slow on your hands, slow on the light. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. What stays with me is not any single thing, but the way the whole room moved like one long thought. The lift chains hanging still while the sub rolled under the floor, the black coupe on the rack breathing back the glow. The mirror shine of the wheel lip turning your wrist into a ribbon of light, then turning it away, then giving it back softer, more distant, more impossible to leave alone. I remember how the smoke floated through the work bays and made the fluorescent edge of every tool look velvety. How the gleam on the chrome made the darkness richer instead of colder. How the place felt less like a garage and more like a private fever dream where luxury had put on coveralls and leaned against the work table just to watch us lose track of time. And all the while that blurred time obsession kept tightening around me, not harshly, not like panic, but like a slow polished chain, like the kind of fixation that turns reflections into memories before they have even finished happening. That makes the whole next morning feel like a room you have not truly walked into because you are still somewhere under those lights, still somewhere inside that silver afterglow. Time went blurry in the chrome that night, slow on your hands, slow on the light. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. Door open, engine heat fading, smoke still writing, chrome still waiting, bass still low, in the frame of the dark, and every little gleam in the shop still pulling at the same part of my heart. Time went blurry in the chrome that night, slow on your hands, slow on the Then the memory narrows to the smallest motion, to your fingers near mine with the whole shop breathing around us, to the weak light caught in the hood line, to the smoke thinning over the floor, to that final touch that never fully became a whole, because in the last silver second your hand met mine and then slipped away, leaving the chrome full of us and the morning full of nothing. Already rolling past the liquor glow. Already got smoke turning blue in the cabin. Already got palm shadow skating over the hood. Already got the bass under the seat telling the whole car how to breathe. I remember that boulevard like a warm film left, playing after the screen went dark. All black pavement and gold spill. All midnight haze softening the lane lines while the city kept its distance and the palms leaned down like old friends who knew too much. The tires barely whisper, the engine stayed gentleman low, and the whole ride with that polished kind of loneliness that only shows up after midnight. When the chrome starts catching more memory than light, and every store from reflection looks like somebody you almost knew. There was smoke in the suede, smoke in the dash glow, smoke curling slow enough to make the air feel expensive. Somewhere in that ribbon hush, I can still feel the body heat left in the seat beside me. The kind that doesn't leave when the person does. The kind that turn a simple drive into a private religion. That's why I keep coming back to it. Not for the road, for the way the road held us, for the way the low end pressed up through the leather and made every breath heavier, every glance slower, every second richer than it had any right to be.
Body on the page, racing the blood. Night ride slow, like a velvet flood. Body on the page, lights drift past. I still feel that touch when the sub hits back.
The whole scene got softer the farther we rolled. Boulevard lights stretching long across the doors. Little red signs melting in the side glass. Warm air slipping in through the crack like it had nowhere better to go. And I was deep in it at the glow state where smoke and nostalgia start sharing the same mouth. I could see the city far off in little glitter cuts, but the real world was inside the cabin. The ring on the cup holder, the faint scent card in the headrest, the blue dashboard watch on my wrist, the pulse in my chest keeping time with the speakers like the music knew the exact shape of what I missed. Nothing had to be loud, that was the luxury, the one that stayed smooth, the ache stayed tailored, even the emptiness came dressed right, sitting low on the passenger side, looking good enough to almost mistake for company. And every time the bass rolled through the floor again, it brought the memory back physical, back close, back warm, like the body remembers what the mind only knows in fragments.
Body on the base, racing the blood. Night ride slow, like a velvet flood. Body on the base, lights drift past. I still feel that touch when the sub hits back.
By the end of that drive, the haze had turned the whole boulevard into a ribbon of dark silk. The palms had gone soft at the edges, and the skyline ahead started washing thin, losing its sharpness, one gold fleck at a time, until it looked less like a city and more like the last thought before sleep. I remember the smoke, still hanging in the cabin after the music dipped. The chrome still carrying little ghosts of passing light. The bass still breathing under everything, even when the block grew quiet. And that's how the night stayed with me. Not as a place, not as a face, but as a low warm pressure in the chest, while the skyline slowly washed itself away. You hear that crackle first,
That needle drop. That low bass roll under the floorboards. The smoke ring breaking slow and the lamp glow. Yeah, that's where I'm calling from. If you hear this in the neon haze, on my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Yeah, I'm leaving this low and easy from the back booth shadow. From the underground room where the record spin slow, and the gold on the bottles look warmer than truth. Where the flow hum ride through the souls in the booth, hold heat like it don't ever wanna let the night go. I got your scent still called in the velvet. Still got your outline moving through the smoke, a little soft flashes. Still got that tender kind of midnight sitting on my chest. And every time the needle slide, I hear your name without nobody saying it. The whole bar lean like a low rider in slow motion. All blue haze, all red lamp, all chrome trim on the bar, catching little pieces of the dark. And I keep talking into this message like maybe the room gon' carry it to you, just and I can't. Ain't no crowd in my mind now, just a sub in the ribs, the glass in my hand. The smoke rings climbing up and disappearing like they know something I don't. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Yeah, you remember how that basement air moved? Slow over the leather, slow over your wrist, slow over the turntable while the whole room just itself an expensive loneliness. That's where I'm at right now. Same soft booth, same sweet burn in the lungs, same late hour shine on the wood grain, same record side running like a black ribbon through the speakers. I keep watching the smoke right over everything, over the lamp, over the tray, over the little empty space where you were leaning, and make the memory feel richer, make the ache feel cleaner, make the whole bar feel like a prayer with bass under it. I ain't saying this loud, I ain't saying this desperate, I'm saying it how the room taught me. Cool voice, heavy pulse, real slow like a ride home I don't wanna take yet. If you play this back tomorrow, you'll hear the tenderness in it. That little break in the smooth, that part where I almost stopped talking, just to breathe the same smoke we left hanging there. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Now the record run lower, the bar lights sink softer, the booth still warm, the glass still sweat. And even with my voice cut off, smoke keep talking for me. Still talking. Still talking. Wipers half asleep, ocean on the left, dash storm blew across the cabin. We were already deep in the highway when the night decided to keep us. Morning came late, but my head was still out there on that coastal ribbon where the guardrail kept flashing silver, where the black water moved beside us like a secret too expensive to explain. Where the smoke lifted off my sleeve and turned the whole windshield into a slow private screen. I remember the cabin warm, too warm, leather still carrying the shape of the hour, your perfume leaning into recycled air, the sub and the doors running low enough to feel like another pulse under mine. And every passing light made the chrome speak for a second and vanish. That's what stayed. Not one clean scene, but a soft parade of them. Moon on the side mirror, red tail lights thinning ahead, palm shadows cutting across the hood.
Your outline in the window reflection, my hand loose on the wheel. Like I trusted the road more than I trusted sleep. It wasn't loud, that's why it hurt so good. The whole drive moved with velvet discipline, with that smoky kind of nostalgia that makes a man miss something while he's still inside it.
Coastline drift, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. I'm still in that highway crash. Moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling by. I'm still in that highway glide.
I keep replaying the shorter moments and the longer feelings. The way the cabin smelled like warm skin, engine heat and sweet smoke. The way the ocean kept showing up between dark cliffs and disappearing again like it knew better than to interrupt us for too long. One memory hits quick, a shoulder lit by the gauge is gone. Another stage, the whole road unwinding under us, endless and rich, while the city behind us dissolved in a pinprick. Jewelry in the world ahead kept opening wider. That was the luxury, not champagne, not penthouses, just clean chrome, deep bass, a coastal night too soft to fight back against. And that dreamlike silence between one turn and the next, where everything felt held together by the hum of the tires. I woke up with that hum still inside me, still there, still dragging salt air through the chest, still making the morning feel thinner, and it should.
Coastline drift, on the haze, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. I'm still in that highway glade. Coastline drift, night in the haze, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. I'm still in that highway glide.
And when I reach for the last of it, the memory doesn't end with the road, it ends with the smoke. Cause the road can disappear, the lights can flatten, the ocean can go back to being only water. But the smoke keeps speaking after the drive is done, keeps hanging in the jacket and the seat seam, in a little pocket of air behind the throat. It says the guardrail was silver, it says the moon stayed close, it says the cabin was warmer than the truth, it says the coast never really let us leave. Even now, with daylight thinning everything out, I can still hear the tires under the dark, still feel a sub under the leather, still catch that faint sweet trace rising from nowhere. And the smoke keeps speaking until the whole memory starts breathing again.
Flow me back down that coastline low, slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat in the smoke, still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
Smoke came first, long before the memory got honest, filling the cabin in soft gray ribbons, while the highway unspooled beside the ocean and the guardrail kept catching silver from the moon like it was built to hold dangerous thoughts in place. And I remember how the bass sat low in the doors, how the leather held warmth, how the dashboard poured blue over my hand, while your perfume kept leaning through the haze and turning every mile into something slower than time. It wasn't a loud kind of wanting, it was polished, expensive, patient, the kind that rides in the chest with a calm face and lets the night do all the talking, the kind that makes the dark outside feel intimate in the inside. of the car feel almost sacred, with the tire hum right in a steady line under us, and the ocean air slipping in through the crack in the window, just enough to make the smoke move like it had its own pulse. I remember your silhouette in pieces, shoulder first and hair lit by passing signs, then your knee in the soft spill of the console glow, then your mouth half open in the reflection when the road curved and the whole coast bent with us, and every little detail stayed with me after, not as a scene but as a luxury ache, a smooth after hours fever I can still wear like a ring under my jacket.
Flow me back down that coastline, flow. Slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat in the smoke, still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
Now I replay it from the afterglow, from the clean, lonely place that comes after the engine cools and the city wakes and the body pretends it moved on. But the truth is that whole drive still lives in me, still runs the coastline over again in one long velvet rear with a chrome on the mirror flashes. The boulevard lights thin out, the black water stays just off to the side like a promise with no need to speak, and the smoke keeps carrying the shape of what I wanted without ever giving it a name. That's the thing about haze-soaked desire, it doesn't leave clean, it settles into the details and keeps them breathing. In the low pressure of the sub under my ribs, in the memory of your hand near the shifter, in the way one passing glance can turn the whole Pacific in the background and make a single second inside a moving car feel richer than a mansion, softer than a bed, heavier than a confession. I can still feel the confidence of that night, the way I let the road glide under me like silk, the way I let the smoke build a room around us, the way the coast stayed endless and closed at the same time. And even now when I think I've reached the end of it, the same warmth comes back through the speakers, the same midnight tenderness, the same slow flow pull telling me the drive never really ended, it only changed form.
Flow me back down that coastline, flow. Slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat in the smoke, still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
And when the highway fades and the glass goes dark and the ocean turns into nothing but a line I can't separate from the sky, the smoke still keeps the last word, still curling through the remembered cabin, still speaking in that low sweet language that says the coast is gone but the night is not, the drive is over but the haze is still here, and it keeps speaking, keeps speaking, keeps speaking.
Fall through the window sill. Moonlight wet on the guardrail, and the whole coast breathing like velvet. Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slide. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside.
Nowhere and everywhere on that highway, floating between black water and chrome rails, between dashboard blue and the long silver wound of the moon on the ocean, and the whole ride felt drugged with softness, not reckless, not loud, just seduction with his pulse lowered and his cuffs pressed clean. The cabin carried heat like a secret, not fire, more like
skin, remembering its own weather. More like smoke circling the rear view and making every thought arrive late and dress better than it should, while the bass kept moving under the seats in slow luxurious waves, turning the car into a private tide and my body into something to answer without speaking. I could feel the night lose shape around me, all palm shadows, all lane lines melting, all distant motel lights smudging into gold. And somewhere inside that dreamy wash of motion, there was a trace of you, never fully seen, never fully gone. Just that dangerous kind of memory that perfumes the air and then lets the air do the rest.
Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slides. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside. The road kept unwinding like a silk ribbon dropped from a dark balcony. And I stayed inside the curve of it, calm in the hands, calm in the jaw, while the mind slipped deeper into that narcotic half place where one does not shout, it reclines, it glows, it waits with one ankle crossed and one eye half open. Everything looked different after hours polished, the side mirror carrying a faint ghost of my face, the leather holding warmth longer than it should, the little red pulse of the stereo cutting through the blue instrument light, the ocean off to the left like a black jewel breathing under glass. And the obsession was not with the moment, not exactly, but with the way time behaved around that scent, the way one note of it on my jacket made the miles loop back on themselves, made the night feel folded, doubled, blurred at the edges, as if the highway were trying to keep me in the same beautiful second, long after the second had passed. Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slides. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside her. By the time the city fell behind and the coast turned darker, the smoke had thinned and the ocean had gone quiet under the moon, but the cabin still held the last trace of you. Not in the seat, not in the mirror, not in the road, only in the scent that stayed after the night had loosened its grip. The scent that clung to the collar and the leather and the little pocket of air around my throat, while the engine kept rolling on into the dark.
Party in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The diner sign shakes and the low end clings.
Already in the backseat before the thought got clean, before the coffee steam from the diner windows curled into the lot, before the chrome on the door handle caught that bruised violet light and turned the whole park coupe into a little moving dream that forgot how to move. Your shoulder was warm in the half dark, your perfume was slow in the fabric. My hand was still, but the pulse under it wasn't. And the speakers kept breathing through the floor like they knew exactly how to make desire sound softer than truth. Outside, the retro sign hummed over wet asphalt, purple halos trembling in puddles. A jukebox leaking from the diner wall in tiny ghost notes. And inside the cabin, all that mattered was smoke and skin in a delicate way. Late night sadness can wear luxury so well. I remember the curve of your wrist and a dashboard glow, the faint shine on your lip when the neon slipped through the glass. The whole lot empty except for us and the ache of staying too long. And I kept talking low from that backseat place in me. That place where confidence goes, silky and melancholy gets expensive. Already in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The diner sign shakes and the low end clings. The night kept widening without changing shape. All diner glass and parking stripes and long soft reflections on the hood. All that purple spill making your profile look half real, half remembered. Like I was confessing to somebody I'd already lost while they were still right there warming the leather. That's the sweetness in it. That's the damage too. The smoke moved between us like it had manners. Touching the air first, then the throat, then the thought. And every time the bass rolled back through the seat, I felt the body answer before the mind could act cool. You never had to lean much, you never had to say much. The intimacy stayed in the inches and the heat trapped near the window. In the little after hour silence that kept dressing itself in chrome and violet. I let the moment drag slow like a silk chain over skin. Let the diner lot become our private weather. Let the purple sign flicker against your collarbone until even the loneliness felt beautiful enough to keep. By then I knew I wasn't riding out the night. I was sinking into it, deeper with every breath, deeper with every soft low note, deeper with every smoky trace your body left in the dark. Already in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The diner sign shakes and the low end clings. Then the windows got darker, the coffee glow went thin. The purple sign kept buzzing over the empty lot, and your warmth stayed in the seat a second longer than your shadow did. I sat there with the engine off, the smoke still drifting in little silver loops, the chrome still holding the last pieces of night. And somewhere under the silence, the bass was still breathing.
See warm wind on the terrace rail, mist on the stone, moon on the water. Blue night breathing through the villa doors. Everything damp with salt, everything slow with smoke. I'm in that oceanfront villa hour, that 2 a.m. hour, that glass and tide hour, that silk dark hour where the room keep looping. Lamp glow on the marble, smoke on the ceiling, pool light shifting through the hallway, whole house floating like it lost its weight. I let the haze right over the chest, let the bass move low through the flow, let the ocean talk in hushes under the bluff. Heat in me, quiet in me. Same body, same pulse, but the fire dressed expensive. The
fire sitting still. The fire watching its own reflection in the black glass and not making a scene.
Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth. Gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes. Fire under silk, controlling the vibe.
I keep circling the same sweet frame, same sea line, same white stone edge, same smoke turning soft around the doorway, same little ache wearing cologne, same little hunger wearing manners. Everything in loops, the amber, the bottle, the shadow on the chase, the long shine on the wrist, the breath in the mirror like panel. I feel desire like a low engine. Never loud, never begging, just running rich under the skin. Villa air warm, ocean air cooler, both of them crossing in the middle of me, and I keep drifting in that crossfade. Slow, soft, dangerous, only because it looks so calm.
Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth. Gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes. Fire under silk and controlling the vibe.
Now the whole night turns liquid. Smoke in the stairwell, smoke by the piano, smoke lifting off the terrace furniture. Moon pouring silver into the pool, pool giving it back to the walls, and me still inside the same stream. Thought on thought, haze on haze, salt on the lip of every second. I know this feeling, not chaos, not mercy, just that polished fever, the after hours discipline, where the body want more, but the mouth stay closed, where the chest run hot, but the hands stay slow, where every step through the villa sounds like a promise nobody had to say out loud. That's the luxury of it, the restraint, the velvet around the flame, the way the flame keeps burning anyway.
Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth. Gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes. Fire under silk and controlling the vibe.
Then the sea turns pale, the villa goes quiet, the smoke gets thin in the first weak light. Pool glow fades, glass loses the moon, bass gone from the floor. Nothing left moving but the curtain edge and the salt air and the silence after.
The coupe is already moving when the memory opens. Headlights combing the guardrail. Ocean breathing black beside us. Smoke ribboning through the cabin while the dash paint your wrist in cobalt. And the whole highway feels like it has been waiting all night to keep our secret. Yeah. Morning found me late and still inside that drive. Still tasting salt on the window crack. Still feeling the leather warm where your thigh had turned the seat into a confession booth with no witnesses but bass and moonlight. The road kept curving slow along the water, palm silhouettes dropping in and out of glass. Little motels and fitter sounds dissolving behind us, and all I could think about was the way the night made your skin look almost unreal. Half lit by the instrument panel, half hidden by smoke, like desire itself had bottled the face and asked the dark to protect it. There was heat in that car, not loud, not reckless, just rich and close and patient. The kind that lives in a long exhale and perfume caught and swayed, and fingertips hovering one breath away from trouble while loneliness rode shotgun underneath it all. Polished and quiet, making every beautiful second feel already gone while it was still happening. Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free, and the whole night melted down
Yeah, I remember the road more by texture than distance. By the wet shine on the lane lines, the low hum under the doors, the way the ocean flashed silver, only when the moon found the right angle to touch it. Like the world was giving us just enough light to keep going in and not enough to find a clean way back. Your mouth moved once, maybe to say something, maybe only to breathe, and I still can't separate that from the way the sub rolled through the floor. Because everything in that hour had started fusing together. Smoke with salt, skin with shadow, confidence with ache, the feeling of wanting and the feeling of already missing it before it ended. That's what stayed with me in the morning. Not one line, not one touch, but the blur of all of it. How the miles looked expensive, how the silence looked intimate, how the cabin held us in a velvet little world while the rest of the coast looked away like it knew we could never compete. Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free, and the whole night melted down to you beside me. By the end of the drive, the city was only a fog glitter in the mirror. A jeweled room was shrinking behind the haze, and the highway had become almost dreamlike. All smooth descent and ocean air, all dark, chrome and low impulse. All the things that make a man feel held and haunted at the same time. I can still see your reflection ghosting over the side window, double with the shoreline, double with the passing lamps, as if even the glass didn't want to let you be only one thing. And maybe that's why I keep replaying it now, because obsession likes a moving picture, like something they can never fully touch, like some memory every night's softness, when inviting enough distance to keep burning. So I woke up with that ride still living under my ribs, with the smoke still hanging in my jacket, with the heat still bright in the places just silence and reach, and the loneliness even brighter for having shared the role with something that good. Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free, and the whole night melted down to you beside me. And the memories is farther out. The highway open, the water darkened, the cabin cooling by degrees, and the skyline we left behind washing thinner and thinner in the rear view until even the city turned to them. The line of remains of the road, the smoke, and the shape of you fading where the light used to be.
Easy now. Coming to the low beam. Come where the wind goes soft on the hood. Come where the canyon keeps a secret. Engine hush. Smoke curl. Midnight holding still. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I got the coupe angled at the rail where the cliff drop black, and the lights lay gold on the dust then slide right back, and the wind keep combing the ridge with a slow rich hand, while the whole wide valley below look lit on command. Smoke loop, bass loop, dark loop too. Everything circling what the body might do. Longing in the leather that you dance in the trim. Fine dark cologne in the cloth for the dim. No loud city near me, just stars and stone. Just the after hours luxury of being alone but not empty. No. More like charge, more like heat with a tailored guard. More like a body once close, still living in the seat, still ghost in the air when the low wind beat. I keep feeling the line of a shoulder in the glow. Keep seeing skin in the dash like blue and low. Keep letting the smoke make halos out the shape. That memory keep pressing in the suede and tape. That's the rhythm tonight. That's the ride. Body in the bass and the bass inside. Yeah. Your body in the bass, let it ride that slow. Go through the ribs where the dark lights glow. Wind on the chrome, let the whole thing roll. Your body in the bass, let it ride that slow. Your body in the bass, let it move that deep. Rolled in the dust while the night don't sleep. One long pulse
lights, watch the rock face cream them bronze. Like the canyon got silk in its ancient bones. And I stay with the loop, with the hush, with the wave. With that sweet little ruin that only comes late. Smoke rise, wind cut, smoke rise again. Desire got manners when it travel like this. I don't need noise when the body remember right. When the bass line turns, touching the middle of night. When the seat hold warmth like a secret kept rich. And the steering wheel cools while the nerves still twitch. That's body and bass. That private fuse, that slow clean ache with nothing to prove. No thriller in it, no heart nor a bite. Just a polished little hunger with expensive light. I let the chrome lip catch what the moon can spare. Let the open window silver up the air. Let the motor rattle soft as a breath in silk. Let the valley below go satin, go milk, go distant, go blur, go jewelry faint. While the smoke keep drawing your form and restrain every curve in the road that led up here still hum. And the whole overlook keep saying don't run. Dust on the tire, wind in the seam. Low beam prayer in the high cut dream. Chest full of bass, mind full of skin. Whole cliffside leaning where the night folds in. By the late part of it, the bottle went warm in the console tray. And the ridge line turned softer at the edge of the gray. I was deeper than memory, deeper than need. In that place where the good things blurring the greed. Not ugly greed, more velvet and gold. More wanting what lingers after the touch gets old. More wanting the afterglow shape of a frame. More wanting the body without saying the name. I kept the posture smooth, let the smoke do the talk. Let the sub keep brushing through the bones of the dark. That's confidence too, sitting still with the ache. Letting luxury hold with the daylight might break. No speech in the cabin, no witness outside. Just my own pulse gliding with the canyon tide. Just the wind on the quarter panel, cool and thin. Just the bass making room for the want within. And if I'm honest, that's the sweetest vice. One last night made endless by the headlights. One body replayed in the pressure and glow. One rich empty space with nowhere to go. So I keep the engine running, keep the beams cut wide. Keep the smoke in circles in the dark satisfied. Cause some feelings don't leave, they just settle in slow. Like dust on the chrome, like heat under snow. Your body in the bass, let it ride that slow. Go through the rims where the dark lights glow. Wind on the chrome, let the whole thing roll. Your body in the bass, let it ride that slow. Your body in the bass, let it move that deep. Gold in the dust while the night don't sleep. One long pulse and the whole world falls. Your body in the bass, let it ride that slow. Then I took one last look past the hood and the rail. Past the lights in the valley going thin and pale. Past the smoke in the beam when you're out in that slave. Past the night on the chrome where the memory lay. Engine still low, wind still slow. My hand on the wheel, your shape in the glow. One last look. Then I let it go. Already in the room, already in the blue white, You about to live post, one hand on the rag, chrome on the quarter panel, catching your wrist. Bass under the bay flow, smoke at the rafters. Everything slow before I even move. You make the whole shot lean when you cross that concrete. Late shift shine on your skin, all sweet heat. Two drawers half open, red LEDs low. And the whole damn bay let your silhouette glow. You by the workbench, you by the hood. You by the bottle with a cooling look good. Under strip light, silver and the moon through the slats. With the chrome throwing little ghosts right back. You never do too much, that's what get me. Just your shoulder turn and the whole room bends easy. Just your fingers on the fender line, slow and exact. And my cool starts slipping down the spine of my back. This ain't loud lust, it's a polished ache.
It's that bliss in a steel frame, soft break shape. Like the night got manners, like the want got class. Like the shop kept breathing just to make it last. And I keep riding that feeling, low and composed like a low rider idle. When the bay door closed, you the reason the chrome look warmer than it should. The reason emptiness show up dressed this good. Slow flow,
Stay over me, chrome like blue smoke, don't leave. You in the shine, me underneath. Slow flow, stay over me. Slow flow, stay in the still. Late night hush, got the whole thing real. Your glow in the bay, my hands off the wheel. Slow flow, stay over me.
you bout a stack of tires, half turned, half gone. Like the best part of the night, never sit too long. Perfume in the grease air, wild but refined. Something sweet in the rubber and the heat combined. I watch you in pieces, ankle, jaw, wristwatch gleam. Reflection on the bumper like a luxury dream. The compressor gave one side and the whole room fell into that sub-black hush that you wear so well. You know what you're doing to the place by now. Making the sockets look rich, making the silence bow. Making the wet spots on the floor red like art. Making the bass hit lower in the back of my heart. I keep the posture smooth, keep the stairwell cut. But the more you lean close, the more the late hour open up. And there it is, that empty after bliss thing. That sweet little loss that the good touch brings. Cause you can stand right there and still feel far. Like moonlight on a paint job, like your hand on a car that ain't moving nowhere, but it still hum deep. And the whole shop knows something in me won't sleep. You are the softest thing in the hardest room. You are the smoke in the beam and the shine on the tools. You are the reason the after feel heavier now. Why the night stay gorgeous and I don't ask how. Baylight, chain swing, your shadow on a machine. Blue gleam, warm steam, whole room caught in between. No crowd, no street, just the low end under our feet. You bout to drive the door now, head down, one smile, and the whole room stretched by another mile. I could live in that frame where the motor sits warm, where the chrome keep flipping your shape in a storm. A tiny bright echoes on the black back skin, and the smoke keep writing where your body been. That's the problem, yeah. Bliss got an aftertaste, leaves a gold little ache in the cleanest place. So I keep talking to you in the slowest glide, like the bay got a lane and we still inside. Some midnight cruise that never left the floor, just circle the same, walk back to the core. You make loneliness luxurious, I ain't even frontin', make the cold still tender, make restraint feel something when the music dips. When the night runs thin, I still see you clear with a dim light spin. You in the chrome, in the haze, in the late shift blue. You in the quiet, in the shine, in the part I can't undo. And if this is the kind of bliss the emptiness buys, then I'm spinning the ira till the last bulb dies. Cause the shop look holy when it holds your trace, and I'd rather lose sleep than lose this place. Slow flow,
Stay over me, chrome like blue smoke, don't leave. You in the shine, me underneath. Slow flow, stay over me. Slow flow, stay in the still. Late night hush, got the whole thing real. Your glow in the bay, my hands off the wheel. Slow flow, stay over me.
Then the bass got farther, then the lights went thin. You still in the chrome where the dark set in. Rag on the bench, door cracked blue, engine quiet, but the room kept you. Stay with the hush, and the still, and the smoke. Stay in the shine.
For what I am. Pawn shadows comb in the hood. Dash like liquid on my watch face. Midnight haze sitting low over the boulevard. Tires whispering like they know the route by heart. Yeah.
I let the coupe float easy through the warm dark. All lacquer and glow, all polished restraint. All that city sugar melting down the chrome while the medians drift past in the slow expensive ribbon. This boulevard got a tenderness to it tonight. Some silk under the asphalt, some intimate in the way the street lamps lean through the haze and touch the windshield like they're careful not to break the mood. And I'm in it by myself, laid back in the seat, smoke curling past my shoulder chain, cool on my chest, pulse moving low with the subs, letting the whole drive talk in a language softer than daylight ever learns. I keep thinking how certain nights don't arrive loud, they arrive dressed clean with perfume left in the leather with warmth, still living in the passenger side with the kind of memory that doesn't bruise, just glows. Every palm tree sliding overhead feels like a hand brushing the roof in rhythm. Every red signal hanging above the lane feels dipped in honey. Every store from reflection breaking across the door looks like a secret, trying not to turn it to regret. Midnight tenderness, that's the frame, not heartbreak, not cheap hunger, just a rich little lake wearing luxury well, just a hush at the closest when the body stays warm but the room around it gets too large.
Palm glow drift, let the lane run wide. Dash line silk when the midnight glide. One more block where the hush stay lit. Palm glow drift in a ride with it. Palm glow drift, chrome dream slow. Street light melt where the soft winds blow. No hard turn, just a low bass kiss. Palm glow drift in a ride like this.
Yeah. The haze over the boulevard keeps turning to ordinary holy. Keeps putting satin on traffic signs. Keeps making the black top look like it was poured fresh for one last elegant mistake. And I let the smoke hang in the cabin. I let the bass breathe under the floorboard. I let the whole city blur in the brush color while my thoughts keep circling the same tender little gravity they used to sit beside me. Not even a face first, more the outline, more the weight in the seat, more the trace of skin and scent that turn night drives into something almost sacred without ever asking for that word. That's the seductive part of the silence, how it never begs, how it just rides along, polished and patient, how it rests in the corner of my mouth and keeps me company while the boulevard unfolds in slow motion gloss. I pass a run of neon liquor signs and the reflections stretch long across the side panels, ruby, amber, violet, then gone, and the whole sequence feels like a film cut too smooth to trust. Still I stay with it steady on the wheel, letting the low end make a nest in my ribs, letting the palms and haze and late night shine turn long and into something more tailored, more control, more beautiful if it has any right to be.
Boulevard breathing, engine low, palm leaves flare glow, sing low glow, smoke thread rising, mind gone thin, whole night sliding under my skin.
By the time the cross streets thin out and the hour starts wearing that expensive emptiness, I'm deeper in the glide than I'm meant to be. Somewhere between memory and motion, somewhere between composure and warmth. The city keeps offering me little pieces of tenderness through the glass. A quiet laundromat sign shining turquoise on the curb, a motel halo fading over stucco, a closed florist with one gold lamp still burning in back. Everything looks touched, everything looks kept, everything looks like it knows what it means to remain beautiful after everyone's gone. And maybe that's what gets me, the way this boulevard carries its own hat to glide, the way the palms still sway for nobody, the way the smoke keeps turning in the cabin even when there's no hand left to brush it aside. I ride through it with the poster right, with the voice inside my head kept velvet smooth, with the bass so low it feels more like body heat and sound. And I let the night have its full effect, no goodbye in a place like this, no cleaning and just a lone lane ahead. The haze loosening around the lights, the feeling that something tender already happened and it's still happening in the shine left behind. Palm glow drift, let the lane run wide. Dash line silk when the midnight glide. One more block where the hush stay lit. Palm glow drift and I ride with it. Palm glow drift, chrome dream slow. Street light melt where the soft winds blow. No hard turn, just a low bass kiss. Palm glow drift and I ride like this. Next green light. No way. No last look. Smoke still hanging. Bass still moving. I roll on.
12:17 a.m. Vacuum hum. Water is. Blue soap light on the hood. Chrome breathing under mist. I easing slow like the night already knew my plate. Midnight car wash, all tunnel and glow. Wet concrete shining while the rollers move slow. I got the wheel light, left hand loose. Bass in the seat, got the whole bay loose. No rush in the frame, just a glide through steam. Purple on the mirrors, white foam in a dream. Smoke in the cabin from the half-cracked seam. Memory ride shotgun and the rinse light gleam. I remember your perfume mixed with hot wax air. That sweet little ghost still hanging in there. Not enough to touch, more than enough to stay. Making every chrome flare look like yesterday. That's the thing with smoke when it get around memory. It don't ask permission, it just turns scenery. Makes a wash tunnel feel like a boulevard lane. Makes a wet hood glow with a soft old pain. I slid past the brushes with the engine on hush. Let the mist lay silk where the bright lights rush. Everything glossy, everything low. Every red tail light stain and run off below. I kept my cool tucked neat in the jawline frame, but the low impulse kept calling your name. Not out loud, never loud. Just enough in the chest to make that empty side seat feel overdressed. Slide through the rinse, let the ghost lights roll. Chrome on the dark, let the whole thing flow. Slow glide, low tide, even in the foam. Slide through the rinse, still bringing you home. Slide through the rinse, let the night stay slow. Mist on the glass and the bass down low. No hard goodbye in the silver smoke. Slide through the rinse, let the ghost lights roll. I came out the first bay, circle back through the lane. Coin slot shining gold through the drizzle stain. Soft neon buzzing on the vented face. Little blue bottles lined in a crystal case. Whole spot empty, just me and the hum. But the place felt full of what we used to become. Not lovers in a movie, not stars in a scheme. Just two late bodies in a warm lit dream. Used to laugh low when the dries hit. When the mirror got clear for a second and split into droplets and halos and streaks of white. Like the car couldn't choose between truth and night. I can still see your hand on the dash in the glow. Watching bees run fast while the sun moves slow. I can still feel the heat where you leaned in close. Then left your trace in the cloth seats most. That's why I cruise so patient through the steam tonight. Letting nostalgia sit right in the wash light. Not bitter, not broken, just smooth and blue. Like a clean black coupe still carrying you. In the mist outside keep curling like thought. Wrapping chrome in the kind of blur I bought. With a lace shift hard and a laid back grin. Still acting brand new with the old aching. Spray on turning, soap lights lean. Blue on the windshield, silver on the beams. Motor still idling, my mind still drifts. Whole bay breathing in a slow motion shift. By the last pass through the tunnel bend, I was deep in a place where the good nights end. Not with a crash, not with a scene, just an empty sweet hush where the lights stay clean. Dry fans press heat on the side door trim, and the wet black paint made the whole world dim. I watched the droplets chase down the side window line like 1,000 tiny reruns of another time. Smoke plus memory, that jury's pair. Always know how to find me when the hour get bare. One give the room shake, one give it ache. Both make a midnight spot feel too rich to shake. So I let the ride idle, let the rinse ran through. Let the chrome stay breathing in that pale blue. Let the floor drain, swallow the foam and light, while the bass kept walking through the bones just right. Maybe that's so long and it's after a while. A clean machine hum and a half-felt smile. A soft wet tunnel where the bright things fade, and you still see beauty in the tracks they made. I sat there polished, quiet and alone, with the dashboard glow and the scent long gone. But the night kept giving your outline back, and the vapor curls and the mirror black. Slide through the rinse, let the ghost lights roll. Chrome on the dark, let the whole thing flow. Slow glide, low tide, even in the foam. Slide through the rim, still bringing you home. Slide through the rinse, let the night stay slow. Mist on the glass and the bass down low. No hard goodbye in a silver smoke. Slide through the rinse, let the ghost lights roll. Roll the stop, then the steam got thin. Open bay behind me, nothing left but dim. No laugh in the seat, no hand on the dash. Just the dryer's cooling and the sink on flat. That empty wash bay felt like a room after sound. All shine, nobody, just puddles on the ground. I pulled out slow, while the mist still spoke, and the smoke kept talking to an empty chrome.
Record already turning, whiskey already warm. Smoke rings already floating under the amber lamps. I'm already posted in the booth while the cellar breathes low. Down under the street,
Where the old sleeves sleep, where the bass stay velvet and the shadows go deep. I move through the room like the room know my name. Cool in the chain, low grin, no strain. Brass on the counter, dust on the crate. Needle kissing wax while the hour gets late. Dream fog all around, make the edges go soft. And the whole bar lean when the low notes cough. I see temptation in the curve of a glass, in the slow smoke halo that drifts then pass, in the black booth leather with the shine worn in, and the way my pulse stay calm while the trouble begin. Confidence dressed clean, no rushing to walk. I let the groove say more than a room full of talk. Still, there's a hollow under all that gold. Luxury, loneliness, and the marrow and soul. I catch the red bulb glowing on the bottleneck. Watch the rings in the haze making circles connect. Everything expensive, everything dim, everything saying come close without speaking it plain. That's the game in here, that's the thrill in the dark. One eye on desire, one hand on the spark. No crash, no scene, just a slow lit spell. In the basement made of smoke and lacquered farewell. Velvet all around, but I'm solo still. Gold on the pour, let the low end fill. Smoke ring crown when the room stands still. Rich in the dark, but I'm solo still. Velvet all around, let the soft light spill. Temptation close in the night, got skill. Bass bridge slow at the back of the thrill. Rich in the dark, but I'm solo still. Bar back, fade past with a tray of ice. Old soul on the speakers, dressed down in vice. Mirrorless room, no outside in sight. Just record glow, ass shine and appetite. I sit where the corners all fold into one. With a coat rack, shadow out whoever come. And the dream keep bending like heat over chrome. Though there ain't no chrome here, just brass and tone. A perfume trace lands in the smoke by the booth. Not enough for a face, just enough for a truth. That one can move elegant, silent and near. Make a man feel full and still leave him here, that's the paradox. That plush blue ache, that look good, hunger money cannot shake. I wear it easy, let it sit in style. Like a dark silk scarf on a late night smile. The turntable spin like a lock with no key. Each loop pull the memory deeper in me. Not one clean image, more shimmer than fact. A wrist by the counter, a heel half back, a shoulder in amber, a mouth in the haze. Just fragments that polish themselves in the phrase. And I keep on gliding through the blur of the bar. Half king, half ghost, knowing both who we are. Needle drop, bass rise, smoke ring drift through half-lit eyes. Soft room, late hour, temptation bloom in quiet power. But a bold slow side of the vinyl stack. Confidence sweetened, but the dark fought back. I could fit a room tighten under the groove. Fit a booth, hold heat when nobody moved. That's when the loneliness look most refined. Not broken, not begging, just dressed to the nines. A private eight in a cufflink calm with a low-end post and a cedar bomb. I let the warmth stay polished. Never cheap, let it lounge in the whiskey and the speaker heat. Let it slide through the fog like a custom blade. All shine on the edge, all shadow and laid. Dream stayed heavy, but the posture stayed right. Like a man can be lonely and still on the night. Like a man can be tempted and never need chase. Just sit with the gold and the smoke in his face. So the bar kept spinning and the rings kept climbing. And I kept feeling the late hour timing. That sweet little distance between control and need. Between luxury air and the roots of greed. No shame in it, no noise, just a selling confession. That the rich soft glow still can't cure the tension. Only dress it better, only make it breathe. While the bass do surgery under the sleeve.
Velvet all around, but I'm solo still. Gold on the pour, let the low end fill. Smoke ring crown when the room stands still. Rich in the dark, but I'm solo still. Velvet all around, let the soft light spill. Temptation close in the night, got skill. Bass riff slow with the back of the thrill. Rich in the dark, but I'm solo still. Last side turning, last smoke ring thin. Amber got softer on the bottle skin. The room stayed lush, the warmth stayed real. And even when the crowd went ghost, the bass was still breathing. Salt on the breeze, moon on the stone. Glass walls cold with sea light. Air touched my neck first in the smoke. And the memory came back, not all at once, never all at once. Just pieces, soft pieces. Your
Shoulder in the doorway glow, your hand on the low white counter, your perfume lifting when the ocean wind slipped in. Bass under the floor, slow, expensive. Like the whole mansion had a pulse in it. Like the rooms knew how to breathe around you. Like every pane of glass kept your outline longer than it should. I remember the hush, that deep night hush, not an empty, not lonely, tender, too tender. The kind that makes a man keep his jaw loose and his voice lower, even when nobody there to hear it. Smoke moved between us, thin, silver, patient. You touch your wrist, then my chest, then the warm dark between, and that was enough, more than enough. Felt like language, felt like something said without a mouth. Haze told me stay near, Haze told me move slow, soft on your skin, and softer below. No hard talk, just a tide in the room. Haze made love out the space we moved through.
Haze told me stay here, Haze told me don't break. Blue on a glass and your warmth in the wake. No love out, just a breath in the bloom. Haze made love out the space in the room.
Flash again, your ankle by the bar stool leg, moon on your collarbone, my smoke climbing, your head turning, then gone, then back. That's how the memory cuts in little blades of silk. The beach outside kept rolling, black water, white edges, a long soft drag against the shore. Inside the glass walls held the whole coast, still enough to make it feel private, like the ocean was ours for a minute. Like the night had money and perfect timing. I stayed cool, or looked cool, chain low, hands slow, but the tenderness got under it, under the shirt, under the shine, under every line. I would've used to hide, and all you had to do was breathe and let the smoke drift sideways through the blue lamp glow. That was a trick, no big gesture, no scene, just grace, just warmth, just your nearness, making every polished surface go soft, making a mansion less like architecture and more like a hell breath.
See at the glass, smoking the light. You're sitting in a warm room, bass in the night. One step, then steps. One look, then bloom.
By the late part, the moon had moved, the room had changed shape, or maybe I did, because suddenly every detail felt touched. The pale stone floor, the low bottle on the counter, the dark outside, the panes, everything carrying some trace of you. And I knew then what midnight tenderness really was. Not weakness, not longing dressed cheap, no. It was luxury with a pulse, a soft ache with posture, a beautiful silence that still knew how to hold heat. So the flashback keeps coming, in breaths, in fragments, your wrist, your neck, a rich and sound behind the glass, the smoke crossing your skin like it had always known the route. That part stays, that part doesn't leave, not the skyline, not the bass, not even the room, just that moving softness between us that never needed a name. Haze told me stay near, Haze told me move slow, soft on your skin, and softer below. No hard talk, just the tide in the room. Haze made love out the space we moved through.
Haze told me stay here, Haze told me don't break. Blue on the glass and your warmth in the wake. No love out, just a breath in the bloom. Haze made love out the space in the room.
Morning never made it in, not really. Just a paler edge on the sea, a quieter bass, a colder pain, and your scent still there. In the warm air by the glass wall, still there on the room, still there on me.
Mist already climbing the windshield. Blue soap lamps already pouring over chrome. Yo, here rhetoric on a wet bay line. My engine low, your shadow slow. Foam arch turning, track rail humming. Midnight wash, breathing like a machine with a pulse. You by the quarter panel, one hand on the side mirror. One shoulder catching turquoise from the menu glow. No words, just that pause, just that tilt, just that clean little danger in the way you held still. Chrome beads on the door skin, water diamonds on your wrist. Smoke from my window crossing the mist and settling soft where your neck with the light, that's all it took. One lean, one glance, one slow drag of your fingers down the seam of the hood. The whole bay got rich, the whole hour got thick, the whole low end under the seat turned there, Vic. I stayed in an idle, cool face, warm blood, watching body language, write what mouths never should. Your knee touched the bumper once your ankle crossed back. Your hair picked up steam and laid it down again. Everything saying come nearer without ever needing the sentence. Neon on the mist, let it prey on me. Chrome take a glow where your shape might be. Slow through the wash, let the whole thing lean. Neon on the mist, let it prey on me. Neon on the mist, body sway low. Soft light dripping off the curves of the chrome. No loud valve, just the bass below. Neon on the mist, body sway slow. Vacuum stalls empty, blue bottles in the rack. Wet concrete shining like a black silk floor. You move past the dry fans with that same measure glide, letting the steam do half the work, letting the reflections break you into pieces and bring you back sweeter. Palm on the glass, thumb at the lip, head turned halfway toward the tunnel light. That was enough to push the wound deeper, not frantic, not reckless, just haze soak, just dressed right. Like Desire had a detail shop and left with a custom finish. Like the night washed everything clean except the heat. Bass thump once through the trunk and your shoulder answered. Another pulse in the line of your waist softened. Another pulse and the whole bay felt private. I watched the mist bead on your skin. Watch the chrome carry your outline. Watch the dark behind the wash turn tender. No talking in it. Only signals, only time, and only that luxurious ache moving inch by inch. Spray arm sleeping. Dry breath low. Your shadow on the side door. My smoke in the glow. One step. It stills us, whole room slow. By the last pass, the coupe looked dipped in midnight syrup. All black glass and silver runoffs, all soft halos on the wheel lips. All body heat hiding under polish. You stood by the open bay with the mist lifting past your calves, and the whole scene turned devotional. That's the word for it, not romance, not trouble, devotion and neon. Your fingers found the roof line, your chin lifted, your weight shifted back. The air changed, no need to say what the body already made obvious. The slow burn pull, the clean little ruin, the soft command, and the way you let the silence sit. I stayed with it, let the engine murmur, let the low end keep brushing the ribs, let the steam wrap the hood, and I'm spooling to the dark. Every motion from you got reflected twice, once in the chrome, once in the chest. And when the bay lights thin, when the last rinse drops, slid from the mirror, when the whole wash looked empty, except for that outline, it still felt full of heat, full of mix, over the kind of memory that starts before the night is over.
Let's let it pray on me. Chrome take a glow where your shape might be. Slow through the wash, let the whole thing lean. Neon on the mist, let it pray on me. Neon on the mist, body sway low. Soap light dripping off the curves of the chrome. No loud valve, just the bass below. Neon on the mist, body sway slow. Tires eased off the track. Tail lamp streak red on the wet bay floor. Mist stayed hanging where your shadow had been. Chrome kept the light a second longer. Engine rolled away. Body stayed under it.
12:43 a.m. Booth half hidden. Amber tip gold trim. Bass under the ribs. You already in the smoke. Already too far in. Velvet at my back. Warm air. Dark fruit on your skin. Low red lamp on the ice bucket. Room moving slow. Mind moving slow. I catch you in pieces. Wrist first. Then throat. Then that little lean toward the table like the whole night got softer. Just to hold you. No straight thought, only drift. Only the plume between us turning silver at the edges. Only your mouth near the glass. Only my pulse acting expensive. I stay cool outside, inside, gone. Lining collar holding the scent. Chain coat on the chest. Smoke doing figure eights over the lack of wood. I watch, then watch again. Somebody laugh across the room far. Not ours. Ours is the booth, the dim, the hush between drum hits. The way your knee angle changed and all my calm slid off it. Haze on your shoulder, haze on the ring. Haze in the pause after you looked at me and didn't move away. That part, that little mercy, that little threat.
You let the haze say stay. You let the haze say come nearer. No sweet talk, just slow gray, and I hear you clearer. You let the haze say wait. You let the haze say don't leave yet. No hard line, just that soft fade, and I ain't woke up from it.
Still in one thought, broken into 10. Your perfume through the smoke. Make the whole booth feel padded. Make the whole room lose corners. Make my memories start early. I keep seeing your fingers slide around the stem of the glass. Not fast, never fast. Everything in here got velvet on it. Even the wanting, even the danger. A cold red glow from somebody's tray nearby. Chrome edge on the table, tiny light on your cheek.
Night drive. Twelve, 12 on the dash, bombs in the hedge, chrome catch the street light, midnight still awake. I said the boulevard looked dipped in gold, lane lines soft and the night moves slow, tie hum under us, bass in the floor, your perfume mixed with the burnout war. I said don't act like you don't know why. I took this ride when the moon sat high. Palm shadow slid on your sleeve, your chain. Whole city blurred when you said my name. Neon rope, little scars on the hood. Warm air thick and your skin look good. Dashboard glow, put blue on your thighs. I drove on in with you in my eyes. You always had that smoke in your calm, that laid back heat in the curve of your arm. Not too loud, just deep and low, like old school drums in a newer slow. We passed old diners and sleeping signs, all that late night shine on the chrome trim lines. Every block fell half like now, half then. Like I knew this touch from way back when.
Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Scarlet Boulevard, same slow fire, same too hard, same blurred desire.
I told you this road got memory on it. Rubber and heat with a glow still on it. He said, girl, I feel that too. Like the lane keep folding me back to you. Your lipstick print on the smoke tipping. Gold earrings sway when you lean back in. Street light slid down the side of your neck. I miss that view more than I ever said. He wore the night like a custom fit. Black tee, low voice, all cool in it. I played it sweet, but my pulse gave in. Every red
start again. Prom after prom in the lazy line. City beats slow like it knew our time. And radio low, that melted tone. But your breath on me made the ride its song. I watched your thumb tap time on the wheel. Little things like that make memory real. No hard promises, low bright display. Just after hours truth in a softer way. Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Round that boulevard, same slow fight. Same two hearts and blurred desire. Now the boulevard empty, just us and glow. Shop signs dim and the speed stay low. Your knee touch mine and the night turned deep. Like the whole strip exhaled and fell asleep. I said maybe we've been here before. Same ghost smoke, same low and roll. Same warm dash light across your face. Same little late when we changed no pace. You smile like a record I used to know. Rich and sad in the undertow. I let that settle, let that breathe. Some things hit harder when you hardly speak. He kept it cool, but his eyes told more. All of that want in the velvet draw. My hand found his, and the lane got long. Midnight wrapped us inside one song. Chrome on the door, caught a final street. Your skin held heat in the silence sweet. Everything costly in the simplest way. Just palms, black top, and a mood that stayed. Ogie got dressed in the haze that night. Not all in pain, more soft, more bright. Like missing something while it's still right here. And loving the blur more heavy. Don't let the moment run. It already did. Then stay in the slide till the street lights dim. Bass down low, arms overhead, crawling round in the smoke we dread. Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Round that boulevard, same slow fight. Same two hearts, same blood desire. At the next long light, I dim my face. I thought that looked like a keepsake trace. No big scene, just the palms and glow. One last look, then we rolled on slow.
.47 on the wall clock. Blue sign buzzing through the half-open bay. Chrome lit up in strips. And you standing there like the whole night stay late.
You got the shop turned soft just by leaning on the fender. Warm haze in the air, low sub in the trunk, and the polish on the quarter panel throwing your outline back tender. Two chests closed, lip arms sleeping, sockets cold in the tray. But the room still breathing after hours, money black paint, chrome lips, and a scent that refused to fade. You move slow when the work light gold, late and calm, never loud. One hand on the roof line, one glance through the smoke, making all that still feel proud. I keep it easy, let the idle talk, let the bass sit under the ribs. Because some devotion don't need bright words, it just glow in the blue and live. Yeah. You in the reflection on the bumper curb, you in the gloss on the door, you in the little pause before I step closer, making the whole service babe want more. Seductive in a quiet way, luxury in the dim, like the city stayed outside on purpose so this room could close around your skin. Neon haze devotion. Yeah. You in the chrome, you in the blue.
Every slow light lead me to you. Yeah. Low bass, warm smoke, midnight view. All this after I was shine on you.
Chrome on the hood, light about a cup, dashboard glow, low blue, wind hit the doors, dust on the rims. Pulled up high where the city turned small, headlights cut lines in the canyon on the wall. Engine still warm, bass still under my ribs. Yeah, smoke curls soft in the night, get still. I saw your hand on the wheel, not moving. Gold on your wrist, small flame, then ruin. Perfume in the warm air, mixed with the burn. You look like a wrong turn, I still chose first. Your legs cross slow in the still of the beam. Skin catch white, then fade in the steam. Wind on your head, got time moving strange. Whole world pause, but the low end stay. He say less, and the land more deep. Voice ride dark, like the tires in sleep. I taste the smoke when he lean my way. Like one long night, got lost in the break. Yeah. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me. Gain your edge, black drop, city lights fall. Your name in my mouth, sound slow like tar. I trace one line from your wrist to your knee. Night too wide, but you narrow it for me. He got that laid back heat, that dangerous calm. Ash on his thumb, stars on his arm. Not saying love, just saying stay. And that hit harder in the wind this way. I'm in feet cold, your body turn warm. Dust in the beam like a private storm. No club crowd now, just a sub in the trunk. And the hush between us, heavy and drunk. I watch the red lights paint both our cheeks. Hear tire hum, dying under the beat. He look at me like he know I'm gone. Like the road been over, but we hold on. I could drive off, let the whole thing blur. Still I'm parked in the pullover, smoking the cabin, halo on the throat. One more second and I'm losing the cold. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me. Heaven look low from this turnout lane. Dust on the chrome, tears I won't name. I wear my smile like a silk thin lie, but the bass too honest when it moves inside. You got that far off look, sweet and gone, like sunrise built in a sad slow song. I touch your chin, you don't pull away. Not a whole cliffside bend to the way. He smell like heat, like trees, like night, like bad good choices under soft dash light. I tell myself, keep cool, don't slip. Then his hand find mine, that's it. We young saints, we know this scene. Headlights whine and a tank on lean. But something in the silence went deeper tonight. Like your eyes let me in past the smoke and the shine. I used to love like a fast lane crash. Now I won't slow, won't haze, won't last. If I fall here, let it be this way. With the canyon holding what I can't say. Wind on the roof, heart in my throat. Dust in the light, hands moving slow. Night got no clock, just glow then fade. One long pull and we don't look away. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. shopping for the view tonight. I came for you, that's the truth tonight.
I wasn't killing time up on this ledge. I drove up here cause losing you felt next.
So if the dawn asks what this really is, it's me admitting I already slipped.
And if that wind keep every word we said, let it keep this. I'm gone on you more than I ever said.
Blue on the bottleneck. Gold on the booth seams. City laid out below us, and the room was already moving like a memory. I remember that lounge in the soft focus drift, last call ringing low while the whole flow slipped into a slower glow, into a richer frame. In the dapper hours hushed with your trace on my name. Leather held heat with a booth curved deep, low bass rolled under it, velvet and sweet. Smoke climbed lazy through the pendant light haze, turn the whole high room into a blur of praise. You leaned just enough to bend an hour thin, perfume in the air, gold on your skin. And I sat there calm in the way men lie, all cool in the chest while the one stay high. City lights below like jewelry spilled, too far to hold, too bright, too still. And somehow the distance fit the mood just right, all dreamy and tender with a little more night. I keep replaying the scene in pieces, your wrist by the glass, your shoulder and knee on my chain going cold while the room stay warm. And the silence between us dressed up like charm. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. I remember the bar rail catching low red stripes, the staff stacking stemware in the edge of the lights, the DJ letting one more slow record bleed like the room knew exactly what the dark might need. No hard scene, no rush, no break, just a rich little ache. I was trying not to name, just your outline drifting through the low lit blur, and my whole night leaning a little toward her. Glossy in the way the memory moves now, every detail polished by the weight of a dance. All blue on the labels, gold over the boost, and the whole lounge floated like I thought with no end. Dreamy, yes, but the sadness was dressed, not ragged, not loud, just smooth at best. The kind that was cologne and sits up straight, the kind that smiles slow when it's getting too late. I felt it in the bass when the room thinned out, in the warm black air when the last laughs drowned, in the way your perfume stayed longer than sound, making even the silence feel velvet bound. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. By the final stretch, the high room turned private, more shadow in the corners, more softness in the violet, more gold on the bottles, less noise in the crowd, and every little gesture started landing too loud. I remember my hand on the rim of the glass, watching the city flicker in the black below, watching your body hold the last of the warmth like the night itself didn't want to let go. It wasn't love set bright, wasn't pain set plain, more like a polished ache under deep bass rain, more like knowing the hour was already gone, while the room kept blowing like it still had time. That is the part that stays after the smoke clears, how the luxury made the loneliness prettier, how the loneliness made the luxury honest. I both sat down in my chest and stayed. Now when I think back, it doesn't come straight. It arrives like a force shovel washed in neon, all silk on the edges, all bruised in the center, all last call beauty with the sadness turned on, and never replay leaves the same mark. That blue gold hush, that elegant dark, that one soft hour above the city light still moving in me when the room is gone. Last pour, low glow, deep bass, moving slow. Your scent, my calm, night stretched, too long. Blue fell, gold stayed, and the whole room began to fade. Luxury, loneliness, blue on
the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury long.
Your cologne first. That rain on warm chrome. That smoke in the cabin. And my pulse going slow. I slide in soft, seat low. Dress high after Rain Boulevard. All gloss, all fire. Street lights melt gold. In the hood line curve. Wet palms leaning down, like they know what I deserve. I keep one heel tucked, one hand on my thigh. Blue from the dashboard, making silk out the night. Tire hum deep bass, and then my ribs be lit. Every block drag longer, every breath turns sweet. I watch red lights stretch, in the side door gleam. City gone liquid, like a half-made dream. Smoke drift lazy, through the warm cracked glass. My hair hold the scent of the hour we passed. No rush in the ride, just that slow rich crowd. Black top wet and shining, making time feel small. I want more of the pressure, more of that low end wave. More of the way desire look college when it behaves. Let the time keep me in the slide. Rain light on the chrome, and you're pulling my mind. Blur that time, don't let the moment dry. Slow ride, keep obsession alive. Every store sign glowing in the puddle street. Rose, blue, amber, running under my feet. Even parked cars shimmer, like they breathing too. Whole boulevard soften, every lane touch blue. I lean back farther, let the leather sigh. Heat in my chest, and the fog in my eyes. One God expensive, after midnight rain. Not loud, not reckless, just smooth, just staying. I know this feeling, this haze may need. It don't crash in fast, it reclining deep. It sit on my shoulders, like perfume and smoke. It live in the pause, after half spoke thoughts. Gold on my bracelet, red on my lip. Wet light on my knees, when the signal dip. Everything glossed over, but the craving stay clear. I can feel that pull, every time the bass steer. So I keep on floating, through the palm tree blur, with the rain still sleeping, on the lane out here. And the more we roll, the less I can divide my body from the rhythm, my longing from the drive. For that time, keep me in the slide. Rain light on the chrome, and you're pulling my mind. Blur that time, don't let the moment dry. Slow ride, keep obsession alive. Now the block goes quieter, deeper, more late. Just neon and ribbons, and a well-dressed aide. No crowd at the corners, no hurry in sight. Just the boulevard gleaming, like a dress for the night. I feel my pulse answer, when the sub hit low. Feel my skin wake up, when the warm winds blow. I got that haze soaked hunger, looking pretty composed, but inside it keeps circling. Every place you touch close. Luxury ain't diamonds. Not tonight, not here. It's the rain on the lane, and the bass in my ear. It's the seat gone warm, it's the smoke gone sweet. It's the way one memory make a whole street lean. I keep seeing reflections, run over the paint. Keep wanting the morning before it gets faint. Cause obsession look clean in the boulevard glow. All wet black shine and no place to go. So I let it take me, this soft control drift, with the tires on low and the night half lit. Female heart, cool face, but the heat don't hide. It just rides real slow and it rides all night. Rain still clinging to the trip, to the lane. Bass slow talking through the hush, through my veins. Home shadows swaying like they know my name. One more block and I wanted to say it. Longer and the lights fall thin, where shine turns softer on the painted rim. I look once ahead, let the whole night breathe. Engine rolling away with my one underneath. Engine rolling away. Smoke won't leave.
Bass hit first through the wet sea spring. Through the door chrome, through the steering. Through the rain gloss laid down on the lane. Through my chest like the block knew my name. I roll slow with a boulevard still dripping. Palms all dark and the street lights slipping. Gold in the puddles, red in the seams. Whole block look dipped in expensive dreams. Fresh rain steam from the curb rise steam. My window crack, let the warm night in. Smoke curl, lazy by the dash, blue glow. And your perfume ride with a low nose go. I got one hand loose on the lacquer wheel. One eye on the road, one lost in how you feel. Your thigh catch light when the signal change. And the little shine got me gone, got me strained. Chrome on the fender, keep breaking the sign. Wet black asphalt, keep stretching the time. Tie home smooth like a private drum. And every block say keep going, don't rush, just come. After hours all in the way you lean. Soft on the leather, raw gloss, all sheen. You say my name and the whole car dip. Like the bass found your waist and it moved your hips. No hard talk, just a slow burn stare. Yeah. Rain on the roof and your heat in the air. I let the city blur and the streaks behind. While the craven stay sharp in the front of my mind. Your body hit the bass like that plane. Rain on the boulevard, all black lines. I feel you in the drop in my chest. Close like smoke, let the whole night crash. You pass neon diners with the signs half wet. Closed up florists in the last cigarette.
Water still shining on the painted line, and your skin look gold in the dashboard light. I taste the night in the space you leave. When you shift that clothes and brush my sleeve. Warm air thick with that sweet dark blend, and the road gets softer every time you grin. I ain't chasing the dawn, I ain't checking the clock. I'm just letting this glide take hold of the block. Low rider soul in the crawl we keep. Front end floating while the sub laundry glow. Or fashion like your lips in the side door chrome. Make the whole ride feel like a moving home. Not home like rest, more home like sin. Like a place I slide when the late hours spend. Rain beats cling to the hood on the men. Each one flashing like it hurt your breath. I say little but the cabin know. All this hunger got a slow red glow. No, you touch my wrist and the lane turns long. Every little silence turn part of the song. I keep cruising that same slick strip, while the night lays velvet on your fingertips. Your body hit the bass, bass hit back. Rain on the boulevard, all black glass. I feel you in the drop, drop in my chest. Close like smoke, let the whole night press. Yeah, now the traffic gone rare and the block breathe wide. Just me, you, and the wet lane shine. Storefront halos on the polished paint. Make restraint feel rich and the won't feel sank. I like how the rain left the air so clean, but the inside still got that love slow steam. You got your head on the seat back now, and I swear even the street lights bow. Every curve of the boulevard feed my need. Not for speed, just the length of the scene. That after hours ache with the city of sleep. And your knee on mine where the bass runs deep. I could circle all night with a gutters glow. Oh, watch the reflection stretch then go. Oh, watch your necklace rise when you take one breath. And feel that little pull in the pit of my chest. Yeah, look, Jake, no bright room noise. Just a low lit ride in your softened voice. You ask where we headed, I smile and stare. Like the road itself wanna keep you here. Rain scent fading in the warmed up stone. Smoke hanging soft in the tone on tone. Yeah, everything looks in the simplest frame. Wet boulevard chrome trim and your half set name. Babe, stay in the ride. Stay down in the heat. Let the tires sing low. Under rain dark street. I don't need much. Just a pull, just a press. Your breath on the bass. In my hand at your dress. Your body hit the bass, bass hit back. Rain on the boulevard, all black glass. I feel you in the drop, drop in my chest. Close like smoke, let the whole night press. Fast in, out. Close, run slow. Raindrops fading into a soft glow. Your eye now blur with the dash like blue. And I fade with the road. And the road fade too.
Chrome drip. Blue rinse light. Your hand on the door. Mist on the hood. bass in the seats, and the whole night cut the flashes. You under that wash bay glow, slow as syrup, soap blue halos on your sleeves, chrome on the wheel, wet and bright. You turn your face once, then the whole frame stall. I keep my breath low, let the sub do the talking. You in the mist, you in the shine, you in that little pause, that stretch out time. Water running down the side panels, bees on the glide, fluorescent hum overhead, warm smoke in the cabin. Everything clean, set my mind on you. You make after hours look expensive. Black paint, silver trim, your scent and the steam. You touch the dash, I lose a little focus. You lean in close, the whole bay goes softer. No hard words, just low light, wet chrome, deep bass, and that craving, sitting heavy, real dressed up, real patient.
You in the blur light, stuck on rewind. So blue halo, all in my mind. Time go liquid when you sway that way. Midnight rinse can't wash you away.
You by the vacuum lane, neon on your thigh, mist on your hair, blue on your eyes. I watch the water roll down the windshield slow. Watch your fingers draw a line through the fog on the door. Then the line fade out, but I don't. You keep the roomless room alive. That open bay feel private. That concrete glow feel plush. That late shift hum feel holy. Everything drifting, everything low. Foam on the tires, shine on the spokes, and I stay there. Caught in your outline, caught in the little way you turn, then half smile. Craving don't rush tonight. It crawls slow in the chest, like the dry fan spinning, like the rinse cycle looping, like the blue lights flicker. On your skin, on the chrome, on the leather, on the thigh. I can't park, you got the whole scene floating. And I'm already gone. Yeah.
You in the blur light, stuck on rewind. So blue halo, all in my mind. Humble liquid when you sway that way. Midnight rinse can't wash you away.
You by the pay station, gold from the side lamp, mist in the air, making silk out the blacktop. I keep seeing flashes, your wrist on my ligament, your heel by the puddle, your breath in the smoke, every little second stretch, and double back, like time got soaked, and never dried off. You make the chrome look warmer, make the steam look rich, make one empty bay feel full for a minute. I know it's late, I know the brush has stopped, I know the last red numbers blink on the wall. Still I stay locked in your rinse light orbit. Still I let the bass roll under my ribs, under the seats, under the warming. You the kind of trouble that move real soft. No loud entrance, just a look, just a lean, just enough perfume in the mist to make a whole night loop. I keep you in the blue light, keep you in the runoff, keep you in the water trails, sliding down the glass. Like if I stay long enough, the hour won't end.
Wet floor, low glow, you close, time slow, blue steam, chrome gleam, deep bass, same dream, one more pass, one more sway. Same you, same age. Grew in the bar line, stuck on rewind. So blue, halo, all in my mind. Time go liquid when you sway that way. Midnight rinse can't wash you away.
Then the bay go quiet, fans cut down, mist getting thinner, water quitting the ground. You step out first, leave the scent and the steam, leave the seat still warm, leave the bass still mean. Now it's just an empty room of concrete and glow. One blue light buzzing, one wet floor shining, and your tray still hanging. Where the smoke won't go.
Ocean mist on the hood. Warm wind through the crack in the glass. Headlights wet with salt. And the whole coast breathing on us.
I took the highway with a dark turn silk. Tires singing low with a rich slow tilt. Dance like blue on your bare cross knee. See on the left and your scent on me. I let my hair catch the weather first. Little cold on my skin, little heat in the thirst. You drove one hand with that lazy control, and the bass kept rolling like it knew my soul.
Chrome on the door took morning strips. Smoke in the cabin made velvet of it. I said nothing big, just let it ride. Coastline glowing in the edge of your eye.
I lean back soft in the leather hush. Heard the sub hit deep and the night go plush. All that long and dressed in expensive calm. All the distance gone when I touched your arm.
Midnight plush, staying away. Moon on your skin and the low end sway. Midnight plush, don't let it break. Coastline loop, keep me away.
Cliffside rails and the sleeping signs. I kept that coupe in a slow go line. Every red tail blur in the ocean steam. Felt like won't got dressed in a richer dream. I watched your jaw in the dash like glow. The half hell hunger you ain't gotta show. You wore the dark like a custom fit, and my pulse kept time every time you shift.
Raw man mixed with the rolled up burn. With your perfume sweet at every turn. I know that ache when the road go long. When the body stay close and the mind go gone.
He knew the two by the way he slowed, like he wanted more of the night than the road. Not more in the rush, more deep, more late. More of that hush when the bass feel fake. Plum shadows ran down the side of the frame. I swear each mile kept saying your name. Not out loud, nah, just in the glide. In the tire hum loop in the moonlit ride.
Midnight plush, staying away. Moon on your skin and the low end sleigh. Midnight plush, don't let it break. Coastline loop, keep me away.
By the third long stretch where the guardrails gleam, I got quiet enough to hear my need. Long and ain't loud when it's wrapped in gloss. It just leans in slow when it wants what it wants. I felt your hand find rest on my thigh. Felt the whole black coast pulling tight. Deep bass under us. Stars gone thin. All the sea black space trying to pull us in.
Dick it and slip like your ring on the wheel. Like salt on my lips and the way you feel. Like staying too long in a perfect lane. When the night gets soft and you don't explain.
I could've driven to the sky, turned pale just to hold that heat in the ocean veil. Your head on the seat with that far off grace. Moon moving slow on the side of your face. No bright promises, no hard goodbye. Just a coast, just smoke, just a drift and drive. And the more we rode, the more it seemed like we lived inside one repeating dream.
Stay in the hush, Day in the lake, salt on the air, heat in my veins. One more slow mile, one more deep sway. Midnight keep folding, don't send it away. Midnight blood, staying away. Moon on your skin and the low end sway. Midnight plus, don't let it break. Coastline loop, keep me away. Then morning came quiet, gray on the sea. Engine roll softer, you're still next to me. No words in the cabin, just breath, just light. And the coast went pale, all the night stayed inside.
Your perfume hit first. Salt air right after. Warm smoke folding through the room. And the whole villa leaned into 2 a.m.
I was already deep in the low end hum. House speakers under the marble under my lungs. Ocean out back doing dark blue numbers. Pool light spilling on the tiki and ribbons. Gold on your shoulder, little fire on your collar. Barefoot slow with a warm stone darker. I don't even think the lines right now. Just scent heat tied in your body around. Everything rich but it ain't too loud. Just sea breeze, dim lamps and a smoke cloud. Silk shirt over chain cold on my chest. Confidence quiet, never needing to flex. You came through soft with the dangerous seas. One hand on the rail, one hand through the leaves. Palm shadows moving on the villa wall. And the bass down low, got the whole night small. I let the hush talk, let the ocean breathe. Let the blue light settle on your knees. Temptation sweet when it don't need chase. When it just stays near with that look on his face.
Gold on your skin, salt in the blue. I want that high tide all night with you. Slow little munch, smoke never through. Stay in this villa, stay in this mood.
Now my thoughts moving warm, not straight. Drifting through the room at a decadent pace. Ash in the tray and the ember real red. Your shadow sliding by the day bed. I remember the taste of the ocean in the air. And your perfume sitting heavy in my chair. How the whole White House got softer at 2. Like the walls knew exactly what desire do. No clock in my head, just waves and glow. Soft pool shimmer in the speakers below. Ice in the bucket, sweating on the side table. My mind saying maybe, my body saying able. I got that laid back calm when the warm run deep. That luxury patience that never get cheap. I don't rush nights like this, nah. I let them unroll like smoke in the dark. You leaned in close and the sea got slower. Moonlight silver on your lower shoulder. And all I could think was to keep it right here in this warm blue hush with your mouth that near.
Gold on your skin, salt in the blue. I want that high tide all night with you. Slow little munch, smoke never through. Stay in this villa, stay in this mood.
Confidence look good when the lights stay low. When the ocean keep time and the warm winds blow. When the villa hold heat in the stone all night. The temptation wears silk and that edge lit white. I move like I knew what the moment worth. Bare souls quiet on the polished earth. No loud promises, no hard display. Just that deep bass pull and the way you sway. Out by the pool with the horizon black. Water catching moon in a broken stack. You touch my wrist and the world got narrow. Nothing but tie your breath and tomorrow. I was hay soaked on in the smoothest way. Half in the smoke, half in the spray. Whole mind looping like a record slow. Obsession dressed in a villa robe. Every little pause had a gold trim on it. Every little glance put a long burn on it. I could have stayed in it after I was framed to the sea. Forgot my name.
Ocean on repeat, bass under my ribs, warm stone, warm skin, and that look on your lips. Temptation don't shout, it just leans and slow. And all that luxury make it harder to go. Gold on your skin, salt in the blue. I want that high tide all night with you. Slow little march, smoke never through. Stay in this villa, stay in this mood. Now the house still hum, and the pool still shines. She keep rolling black through the edge of my mind. Smoke ain't song, but you move real boo. I say it that do. Stay in this mood.
Smoke first, then the amber needle light, then the booth, then your perfume inside the haze.
Basement bar, low ceiling, gold on the liquor backs, vinyl turning somewhere behind the red lit counter. I remember in pieces, your wrist by the ashtray, my chain cold on my chest, the booth holding heat like it knew us already. Soft leather deep kick, smoke rings lifting slow through the pendant glow. Everything expensive without showing off, everything blurred at the edge and rich in the middle. I keep getting the same flashes, your knee close, my hand near the room, breathing dark velvet over the baseline. No hard scene, just after hours gravity, just that pull with patience in it, just that little ache dressed clean. I think about the dust on the record sleeve, the chrome on the turntable arm, the warm red coal in the tray, how the whole place floated like a memory before it even ended.
Midnight plush, hold that glow, stay in the hush where the low winds roll. Midnight plush, move that slow, smoke on the pulse, don't let it go.
More fragments now, blue neon under the bottles, your shoulder catching gold from the wall lamp, my sleeve carrying burning perfume, the bartender flipping wax in a corner halo, crackle soul sample sub under it. I sang deeper in the booth and let the night get heavy. That kind of intimacy that never asks loud, that kind that leans, that kind that lingers. I remember wanting a second before the touch, more than the touch itself. The closeness had luxury in it, not money timing, not shine texture. Your outline soft behind the curtain of smoke rings. My thoughts cut short, then long, then cut again, like the record had a scar and still played perfect. Everything in the bar moved in circles, the music, the haze, my mind around your skin, slow burn, no bro, still felt dead ago.
Midnight plush, hold that glow, stay in the hush where the low winds roll. Midnight plush, move that slow, smoke on the pulse, don't let it go.
Last part comes back the clearest, the booth darker, the bar lower, the room almost private. Just bass pressing under the ribs and that vinyl flutter in the dark. I remember your hand on the table edge, the gold ring, the half-inch slide toward mine. That was enough to ruin the calm. I kept wearing it anyway. Cool face, warm blood, that laid back smoke in the lungs, that lonely shine in the chest. The whole basement felt sealed from the city. No clocks down there, just grooves, glass, leather heat. I think about how desire looked soft in that light, how even restraint had style, how the record kept spinning like it knew we needed more time, and how memory now keeps skipping back to your wrist, to the ash, to the low end pressure, to that almost touch turning into everything. Needle drop, smoke lift, gold flash, pulse drift. One more loop, one more sway, one more breath, then it frayed.
Midnight plush, hold that glow, stay in the hush where the low winds roll. Yeah. Midnight plush, move that slow, smoke on the pulse, don't let it go.
Then the record turned, then your fingers brushed mine, then the warmth changed, then your hand slipped away. Smoke kept rising, bass kept breathing. I stayed in the booth with that last touch fading to black.
bass hit first through the booth and the flow, through the bottleneck shine, through the cut of the dough, through the red little ember in the tray by my hand, through this underground room like a slow command. I came in low with a vinyl spun warm, gold on the shelves and a blue-black charm. Smoke rings rising from the far side glow, bar top gleaming like it learned to flow. Everything rich but the room stayed hushed, deep bass rolling all velvet plush. I sank in the leather with a drink on gold, let the whole late hour drape and fold. Perfume in the haze with the burn I wore, soft on the air like a half-closed thought. Your skin caught light when you leaned my way, and the record beneath us kept begging me stay. No loud move, just a dangerous calm. My chain went cold, my chest stayed warm, longing in the glass, decadence in the seat, and the room got slower with every beat. I kept my cool in the slope of my grin, but inside that bass had a hold on my skin. Smoke on your skin, skin in the glow. Hold it right there, don't let it go. Close like a secret, slow like a sin. Smoke on your skin, let me breathe you in. Needle kept tracing a silk dark groove. I watched your wrist by the ashtray move. Chrome on the turntable, arm flashed once, then melted back when the kick drum punched. The bartender slid through a halo of dim, all ice and amber, and edges gone thin. I stayed in the booth where the shadows dressed fine, where the red coat blinked like a low street sign. You looked like trouble with a luxury face, all soft heat curled in a measured pace. Not the kind that crash, more the kind that sink, make a man say less, make a whole night think. Smoke rings floated, then broke apart, same as the calm on the front of my heart. I wanted the second before the touch, wanted the hush, maybe even too much. That after hours ache sat rich and clean, like the whole bar knew exactly what I mean. Smoke on your skin, skin in the glow. Hold it right there, don't let it go. Close like a secret, slow like a sin. Smoke on your skin, let me breathe you in. By the third long pour, the room turned deep. Less voices left, more bass underneath. Vinyl soul with that syrup on it. All midnight wait and a slow burn promise. I ran one thumb around the side of my glass, watched the shadow drift when the blue light passed. The booth held heat like it wanted us close, and the smoke stayed sweet where the low end rose. Longing wore silk in that cellar light. Decadence glowed in the corners all night. Every little gesture had expensive grace. The tilt of your chin, the half turn of your waist. I felt the dark get warm at the seams, felt my thoughts move thick like a record in steam. No crowd to hide in, no bright room noise, just my want laid back with a velvet voice. This ain't love said loud, just that late night lean, just that gold in the liquor and red in the sheen, just that soft black hour where control goes thin and the smoke keeps circling us back again. Needle drop, slow flame, gold breath, your name, roll room, deep spin, my pulse, pulling in. Smoke on your stage, skin in the glow. Hold it right there, don't let it go. Close like a secret, slow like a sin. Smoke on your skin, let me breathe you in. Then the record turned, and the room stayed low. I left cash by the gas, let the last cold glow. No big last word, just a coat, soft steps, door easing shut, bass still under my breath. I walked out slow, left the smoke where it been, and the night kept wearing your trace on my skin. On the seat back, chin tip slow, knee turned my way, and the whole wet boulevard started glowing.
Morning got in through the blinds of my mind, but I'm still on that strip with a black top shine. After rain, palm shadows, gold on the lane. Low rider soul in the crawl of the frame. I remember your posture more than your words. The way your shoulders went soft when the sub got heard. The way your fingers drew lines on the door like time got rich and wanted more. Chrome car red from the sleeping signs. Water held light like expensive wine. Now like melted jewels on painted street. And the tires kept singing under the beat. I drove real slow so the night could stay. Midnight tenderness in the warm air sway. Smoke in the cabin, blue dash on your skin. In a hush so deep I just leaned in. No loud promises, no hard display. Just a soft wet city and the price of delay. Just your body speaking in a language low. While the boulevard gleamed and refused to let go. Crossed and uncrossed. How the hole inside dark went velvet and gloss. How the rain left diamonds along the curb line. And every green light felt like borrowed time. You lean with the music, not fast, just true. That calm little motion that pulled me to you. And the bass went deep like it knew our pace. Like it wanted your heat in the shape of the space. Midnight tenderness ain't loud, it drips off the edge of your sleeve, off the shine of your lips, off the seat gone warm where your perfume stayed, off the low black lane where the puddle swayed. I remember my hand on the lacquer wheel, and how wanting you felt dressed up real. Not reckless, not cold, not sharp, not cheap, just latent, smooth and beautifully deep. The whole boulevard looked rinsed for us. Every storefront dim, every signal plush. And the more I rode through the rain, soft blurred, the more that night kept circling her. Blooded hour, keep it on my tongue. Wet like low ride, night still young. You in the glow where the time ran wild.
Now the morning clean, but the memory dark. Still hearing that low end under my heart. Still feeling the way that your head leaned back when the city turned liquid on a hood and rack. Luxury wasn't stones or a crowded room. It was wet boulevard and your soft perfume. It was one slow ride with the world washed thin and the smoke hanging sweet where your shape had been. I see your bracelet catch a passing flare. See rain on the glass make silk of the air. See your thigh go gold under signal red. See the whole night bowl where the low rider led. There was tenderness all in the crawl we kept, in the blocks we stretched, in the breaths we left, in the way you looked out then back at me, like the rain made room for what couldn't be. An obsession came dressed in the gentlest clothes, in a hush between kick drum and the road, in the blur of the lane where the hour dissolved, in the way one touch left nothing resolved. So yeah, this morning got sunlight on me, but my mind still rolls through that rain-lit scene. Same chrome, same glow, same bass below, same you in the dark where the slow rides go.
Where palms swing, signal red, your hand in mine, and the city half dead. One more block, one more gleam, one more pass through that after rain dream. Blurred out, keep it on my tongue. Wet like gold, night still young. You in the glow where the time ran
glass wall, moon on the floor, base already under us.
Smoke in the room, salt in the air, your hand on the rail, and I'm already there. You said, this house too quiet. I said, that's why I feel rich. Like sea outside, white stone inside, blue on your shoulder, gold on your wrist. I said, don't look that long. You said, too late for that. Fog in the glass, heat in the hall, sub in the marble, making it crack. Not crack like broken, crack like open. Whole room breathing, slow and chosen. Your dress catch moon, then let it slide. My voice stay low, but the want don't hide. I move one step, the floor turns silk, smoke turns soft, your stare turns built. Built like a move, not loud, not fast, just body on base, and a nice stretch back. Body on the bus, face on the skin, moon in the glass, let the whole thing spin. Body on the base, pull me close, don't drift. Low wind, slow breath, that's the whole night gift. You said, stay by the water. I said, bring that flame. Ocean all black, house all glow, and the smoke keep writing your name on the frame.
Arch your fingers, trace the glass, watch your shadow cross the town. Everything costly in the quietest way, like desire got taste and it dressed with style.
I said, you always so calm. You said, only from far, close like this. My pulse go wild, deep in the rib, on the backseat car. I let that line sit in the air. Salt on your neck, perfume everywhere. No crowd in this mansion, just see and glow. Just one long hush and the speakers below. I leaned in slow, let the fabric speak. Your hand near mine, but not too deep. That almost touch, more dickery still. Made the whole glass house, been to the thrill. Been to the thrill. Body on the base, face on the skin. Moon in the glass, let the whole thing spin. Body on the base, pull me close, don't drift. Low and slow breath, what's on all night give? I said, this how it look unreal. You said, don't wake it up. Wave like flicker, cross your thigh, and the smoke grows warm from the crystal cup.
I said, maybe it's the sea. You said, maybe it's the room.
I said, maybe it's your hands. You smile, and the bass got huge.
Glass walls holding every reflection. You and the moon, me and your section. Whole place floating like it paid for the dream. All white linen, all black water sheen.
Hey, soak warning, got me off balance, but I wear it smooth, like a rich black habit. Every room pause, at its own heat. Every bass drop, put your pulse on me, so I move 1 inch. You match that move, nothing rushed, but the air got proved. Sometimes a night, don't need more words, just body based, in a house that heard.
Say less, come here, stay style, right here. It's your hand, smoke sweet, your skin, my knee.
Glass glow, moon slide, one more breath, don't break the die. Body on the base, face on the skin, moon in the glass, let the whole thing spin. Body on the base, pull me close, don't drift. Low and slow breath, that's the whole night gift. And the room was
softer, but never went cold. And the sea stayed black, and the smoke stayed gold. You felt that too? Yeah. Under the floor, even when we went still, that bass kept breathing, man.
Tires hissed on the lot. Ice machine humming. Red vacancy buzzing through the dust. Bass under all of it. Like a second pulse. I still remember that motel holding heat. Sun gon' low, but the concrete breathing. Red letters painted in stucco soft. Chrome on the coupe catching the last little fire. I came in slow through the palm thin light. Room numbers glowing in a tire gold road. Your perfume moved before your steps did. Warm in the air with the rolled up smoke. The calm on your face had a velvet weight. Not loud, not rushed, just late night short. Pool light flicker by the empty chairs. Blue on your legs, red on your throat. I had the key card warm in my hand. You had that look like the night was already yours. Nothing dramatic, just a smooth small drip. From asphalt hush to the door click low. Even the hallway carried us off in bass like some far off trunk still talking to the walls. And in the recollection it all stays slow. Sign buzzing red, your body half gold. My thoughts leaning back in that sunset stain. Letting the whole scene float through smoke.
We glide, night drive glide. Red light on your skin while the low end rise. Still rolling in my mind when I close my eyes. That motel glow, that slow inside.
I remember your heel by the drop room key. Remember the lamp throwing amber on the sheets. Remember the ash in the tray by the bed, thin blue ribbons making halos over everything. Outside, the vacancy sign kept breathing on our phone like a patient temptation. Inside, your voice stayed low and easy, smooth as leather, soft as engine idle. Seductive, calm in the way you move, never too much, just enough to woo me. I watch your shadow slide across the wall, long and red from the sign through the blinds of dust. Now I do the static glow from the door side glass, just enough light to make the room look rich. Mini fridge, I'm an ice bucket sweating, my chain cooling down on the edge of the table. No hard confessions, no loud promises, just your fingertips trailing heat on my wrist. I still can taste that after hours there, smoke, skin, motel, soap and dust. That luxury wasn't diamonds and flash, it was time stretching out with nowhere to be. And every time I think back on it, the bass comes with it, low and expensive, like memory got subwoofers in the chest, and your name still lives in the reverb.
We glide, night drive glide. Red light on your skin while the low end rise. Still rolling in my mind when I close my eyes. That motel glow, that slow inside.
Later in the memory, the lot went darker. Sun fully gone, but the red stayed working. Our coupe sat still under buzzing light hood, holding the smear of the city's last color. I recall your hand on the passenger door, how you paused there smiling without a sound. That smile had history I never got, but I felt it move through me all the same. The room behind us kept it soft disorder. Sheets undone, smoke hanging sweet and lazy. The vending machine down a breezeway glowed. A tiny blue square in a red silver world. I swear the whole motel knew a rhythm air conditioner purr. Sign buzz, bass thump faint. Even the gravel under my soles fell slower, like the night hex syrup in its veins. I didn't want a sunrise or a speech, just that exact way to you in the dust. That kind of craving don't shout its name. It leans back smooth and lets the silence shine. So I keep replaying the exit frame. Your shoulder warm and the vacancy wash. My post still low like the trunk still live. The whole scene moving, no neither of us big.
Now when I ride alone, that red still finds me. That light still hums, that bass still shines me. One sunset motel, one soft slow burn. In every late drive, take that same turn. We glide, night drive glide. Red light on your skin while the low end rise. Still rolling in my mind when I close my eyes. That motel glow, that slow inside.
And the memory thins. But it never breaks. sign of breathing. Through the dark, through the bait. Room gone quiet. Smoke gone light. Get something running my rib. Bass still waiting tonight.
Salt on your perfume, smoke in the breeze, warm tick low cologne. Midnight on me, I was already gone before the hall left stillness. Already in the midst of it, already in your distance. Blue marina lamps breaking on the rails, soft bodies moving, soft bass under sails. I keep thinking in waves, not lines, not plans, just your scent in the air. And my ring heavy hands, just a shoulder near mine, in a way then near. And the whole deck turning in the blur in my ear. Chrome kept folding the water, water kept folding the light. Like kept touching your skin, like it wanted the night. I stayed low in the drift, half smile, half prayer. Like the smoke knew your name and kept writing it there. Dreamy thing, sad little shine, beautiful ache. No reason, just time. Lost in the hour on you, lost in the blue on you. Minutes keep smearing through, I can't get clear of you. Lost in the hour on you, slow in the fume on you. Night got a halo too, I only move to you. Music came up from below like heat through the grain. I felt it in my ribs, in my jaw, in the chain. Somewhere by the stern, somebody laughed and was gone. Somewhere by the dock, the city kept hanging on. But I was in the cloud of your passing, and that soft, expensive sorrow, and that look that say maybe, and never say tomorrow. You turned in the air, changed, that simple, that clean. All the white rope lights went loose in the scene. I watched your wrist touch glass, watched the red dot glow, watched the dark get tender every time you move slow. No straight confession, no hard sell, no chase. Just my mind floating circles around the shape of your face. And the yacht kept swaying like a thought half spoken, like a memory trying not to know it was broken. Boon on the water, smoke by the mast. Your scent on the night breeze make the whole moment last. Low chant, low tide, low burn in my chest. I drift where you drift, I rest where you rest. Yeah. After midnight got silk and it blew away, soft stain. Got a way of making pleasure feel a little like rain. Not cold, just far, just sweet when it leaves. Like a touch in the fog that your body believes. I was staring too long, couldn't help that, my fault. You were moving like a song with no end in the vault. Just a hush on the deck, just a glow on your thigh. Just a sea going black under a violet sky. I kept losing the edges of the hour of me. Every plume from your lips made a new little sea. And I wanted the blur, wanted more of that ache. Wanted one more slow turn for the memory to take. So I stayed with the pulse, with the roll, with the blue, with the sadness that shines when the wanting stays true. Lost in the hour on you, lost in the blue on you. And it keeps smearing through, I can't get clear of you. Lost in the hour on you, slow in the fume on you. I got a halo too, I only move to you. Then the deck thinned out, then your shadow went light. Still your fragrance kept floating through the salt of the night. Not your hand, not your voice, just that soft thing you wore. And the yacht kept drifting like it wanted you more.
Bass came first, made the glassware shiver. Low wind rolled through the room like a river. Last call glow on the sleeves and the leather. I'm right here with you while the whole flow with her. I'm in it now, no distance, no cover. Top room air get warm when you hover. City all tiny below that rail, but I'm fessing right here. Let the cool act way. You got that slow turn, shoulder then glance. No big scene, just a dangerous chance. Smoke lift in, then fold in, bloom red on your collarbone. Gold in the room, I've been holding this ache in a laid back grin. Playing all smooth, let the mood sink in, but the beat got loose and the truth got near. So I'm talking low now, let me make that clear. I want that hush when the crowd fall out, when the elevator sleeps and the halls go down. Want that closed little world off grid where your hands say more than your lips ever did. You smell like warm night mixed with a dare. Soft dark perfume in the weight in the air. I keep my tone plush, never too fast, but I want this minute to outlive last call for rock.
Like this room, let the skyline drip. Me and you make a world like this. No outside sound, just smoke and skin. Stay right here, let the lights go dim. Lock this room, let the whole thing spin. Me and you, no below, no wind. If the night run out, then we start again. Stay right here, let the lights go dim.
I see your fingers on the rim of the glass. Little slow circles make time move past. Triple lip posts in the chest and the floor. When the way you lean in like you know I want more. Not on some loud flex, not on some game. I like when the danger come dressed up plain. Silk dark booth and the speakers purr and my calm get weak. Every time you stir, I'm saying it live while the room goes thin. While the last few shadows all start to bend. While the staff stack stools in the far back lane. And the bass still drip through the chrome black frame. I like your silence, how it tests my crew. How it pulls me in and it breaks that rule. How you need touch once, then it's gone too quick. Leave a spark in the dark like a match to wick. I want one more round of that private air, that hidden little pulse. When your eyes stay there, no promises loud. Just a low voice valve. If the world go mute, let it start right now.
Door light low, room lean slow. Your breath near mine, that's all I know. Night cut down to one soft frame. You stay this close, I won't play tame.
Yeah. Now the city look far like a spill of stars. All the noise downstairs can't reach these bars. I'm still talking plain from the seat by your side. Let the smoke make halos while the seconds glide. Yeah, I want that hidden light filled with you. With a clock lose nerve and the walls turn blue. With a bass line ride through the bone so sweet. And the whole tall building move under our feet. You got that last look flow, that end of night grace. That don't say less, say it all in your face. So I tell you straight with my hand on my chest. I've been wanting your nearness, more than the rest. More than the view, more than the velvet hush. More than the room with the polished rush. You right here now in the air too rich. And I trade every floor for your one small bridge. So come sit deeper in the dark with me. Let the exit sound blur where it ought to be. Let the room turn off to the black close in. To the sound go soft and the lights go dim.
Lock this room, let the skyline drip. Me and you make a world like this. No outside sound, just smoke and skin. Stay right here, let the lights go dim. Lock this room, let the whole thing spin. Me and you, no below, no wind. If the night run out, then we start again. Stay right here, let the lights go dim.
Last lamp falling off your cheekbone line. Room turning while your hands stay in mine. Bass go distant, then the walls go trim. Fade to black, still holding you down. Oh, no more city, no more frame. Just that heat and the dark remain.
Yeah. Bass hit first, made the flow breathe under my soles. Red tubes buzzed over brick, black room swallowing gold. Smoke slid low through the cup out of velvet dark. I stepped in already lit, already smooth, already sharp. I came through easy, chain low, heart steady. Hold back, alley humming, night dress heavy. Chrome on the rail, caught a thin red smear. Door girl smile once I disappeared in here. This my kind of hour late enough for the truth to blur. Kick drum thick like a motor purr. Perfume in the warm air, silk in the turn. Every shadow in the room got a lesson to learn. I saw you by the side where the booth light bent. Skin taking color from the neon vent, no loud move. No rush in the stands, just a slow little signal that invited chance. I kept my cool like the room knew my name. Smoke on my jacket, glow on my frame. Confident drift, no need for the show. I let the bass do talk while my eyes stay low. Then your fingers brush my wrist, small spark, big spin. Whole club got soft at the edges again. Like one light touch could tilt the whole scene. Make the dark feel sweet, make the danger look clean. I move closer, unbothered, line up with the groove. Saw your mouth form, maybe saw your shoulder move. That was enough, I read signs better than speech. In a place like this, temptation don't preach.
One touch I circle, fall deep into you. Red smoke curl, now the whole room blue. You don't gotta say, I can feel what you do. One touch I circle, right back to you. One touch I circle, slow flame in the air. Neon on your skin, got me caught right there. No line, no promise, just the pool we wear. One touch I circle, then I'm back right there.
I stayed in my glide, let the rhythm sit long. Two-step in the haze while the sub stays strong. Your hand on the booth edge, ring throwing light. My grin saying maybe, your stare saying right. Back alley club, but it felt high grade. Luxury hidden in the way shadows played. Velvet drink color, brick walls breathe heat. Every snare snapped clean, every glance felt deep. I told myself easy. Then you leaned in there, now the warm man changed and the path got clear. Not romance soft, more like velvet with teeth. That kind of sweet trouble that don't come cheap. I can smell the smoke in your hair when you turn. Little trace of perfume.
Memory snapped in with the terrace light. Memory snapped in with the ocean moving black. Memory snapped in with your hand near mine. Memory snapped in at 2 a.m. I remember the villa in white stone and blue shadow. I remember the villa in salt air and low gold. I remember the glass walls holding moonlight like a hell breath. I remember the glass walls giving our reflections back softer. The room was warm from lamps and bodies. The room was cool from tide and marble. Smoke lifted slow from the ash bowl by the lounge chair. Smoke drifted slow through the open doors to the sea. I had calm on my face and heat in my ribs. I had quiet in my mouth and warmth in my hands. You crossed the terrace once and the whole night tilted. You crossed the terrace once and the whole house listened.
One touch, and the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, then the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, and the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone.
The bass came up from the floor like a dark tide. The bass came up through my chest like a soft confession. Your wrist brushed the rail and the silver moved with it. Your wrist brushed my sleeve and the whole hour loosened. The pool kept trembling under the moon. My pulse kept trembling under the cool. I remember the scent on your shoulder, warm and expensive. I remember the smoke in your hair, sweet and dangerous. The villa felt huge with the ocean beyond it. The villa felt small when you stepped close in it. I told myself it was only a moment turning rich. I told myself it was only a moment turning deep.
One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, then the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. One touch, then the spiral began.